Hey Joseph, how you doing? So this is an outstanding presentation, and I'm going to tell you something. This is superior to what a lot of folks are going to turn in as their final, and here we are in week three. So you're just kicking ass so far. Awesome. I really, really appreciate what you're doing here. Um, I really do. It's well noticed. Good job. Main concern on the cover page is that this presentation is starting to look like an advertisement. Okay, so this is for a trade show. So it's looking like this is your way to promote your company's or your organization's sustainability through your presence in a trade show. Okay, so is your company a bamboo company? And if so, that's fine. But don't forget, this isn't a trade show to sell paper. This is a trade show for awareness on sustainability. So I don't know if leading off with the logo or keeping the logo in the corner of every page is a great idea. Awesome logo. Did you design that? It's awesome. I love it. Not crazy about the color version, but this version's awesome. Okay, so don't know if you want to do that. So much is a little confusing, misleading. Let's talk about design. This is great. The banner is great. You've got this project summary here. You've got this inner glow here. And the purple on the yellow background is nice contrast. You're perfectly readable. But let's lose that inner glow there. It's not working out very well. I don't know why this isn't a box. I would take the box out so that your viewer can breathe and move and actually interact with your type as opposed to having it boxed in front of us where we have to kind of you know what I'm saying? So I'm not a big fan of putting things in boxes. Other than that, and then you've got some weird spacing though. You got a lot of spaces in between your type here. Like this is justified type or something with an indent and the last line flush left. Or a line left. That's what I'm guessing it is because you got these really unsightly huge gaps in your type. You want to take a closer look at that. There's one. There's one. So yeah, my guess is that you're justifying your type with your last line left. So you want to adjust that typography logo. That's fine. But again, we're starting to kind of look like this is an advertisement. Okay, now we're getting into the meat of things. So this is awesome. Except again for the boxes and that. But this is good. I like to see you get in here and label things. What's that made of? What's that made of? What's that made of? What is that screen made of? You describe all this stuff. Label it all. You'll have to do that in your final. And actually, that's part of this week's assignment. If you take a look at materials, include materials list and label and describe as appropriate. So you want to get in and do that, Joseph. Again, and just again, regarding your design, I'm seeing more boxes. You have a tendency to want to put things in boxes and use shadows too. So you're using a lot of shadows and boxes. So I'm noticing that in this little tiny presentation. So if that's something that you're dependent on, you want to reconsider that. Maybe even stop doing it for a couple months so that you can get it, used to doing other things. I'm not saying that that's what you're doing. I'm just saying I'm noticing a tendency. The washcloth is great. This thing right here, this flyer, this is awesome that it's a kind of a trade show program type thing. That's awesome, but this is a lot of wasted real estate up here. I think that you should really plan out, maybe even give a map of the trade show floor on one side, and just make it really usable for folks. And then instead of saying, okay, let's hope they throw it away when they're done with it, or let's hope they recycle when they're done with it. It's a trade show booth. You know how folks are. This thing's going to end up all over the floor, all over the parking lot. So let's give folks an incentive to do something with this. Can we have them maybe, I don't know, I'll just leave it at that. Give folks some incentive to save this or to recycle it. Okay? That's such a great idea. And then maybe the awareness is to let folks know that bamboo is a heavyweight in terms of a substrate that we can all use daily in our lives. Yeah. Okay. So great job. Really impressive. Thanks, man.